Peace and blessings and good evening. How y'all doing today? It's me, Mike Can, aka Rogue Spiritual. Definitely I was watching clips and videos about the educational system, how it's going to shit, and honestly, been going to shit since the universe came to be. So the first thing I want to bring up is how IEPs or whatever the case is, special ed students feel so entitled to hit teachers and to start problems everywhere they go. Coming from somebody that used to be in special ed himself, I've seen this within my own peers where they try to fight teachers, where they are the big shots, where they actually overstayed their 15 minutes of fame after starting a fight with somebody that had nothing to do with their problems. And because they're emotionally disturbed, they feel entitled, they feel like a G, they feel this, they feel that. And so fuck around, you know what? And even all the way throughout high school. I was in a resource room, and my high school was regular ed, by the way. So fuck around with these special ed with my special ed peers at the time, and special ed students or whatever. They felt so entitled. They felt so empowered. It's like they was walking around the school gassed. They was walking around the workforce gassed up. They was walking around the streets gassed up to the point that God done spun the block and shut their ass down. Whether it was in high school, whether it was in the street, or whether it was in the workforce. I swear, the world keeps spinning because let me tell you something. I was diagnosed for emotionally disturbed too. However, I was not dumb enough to pick a fight with a teacher or anybody that had nothing to do with my motherfucking problems. Fuck you mean. Yes, I was getting picked on for everything. However, I never brought dirt to my place of education, just like I never brought dirt to my parents' house. If I wanted to smoke and drink, I would cut class in high school and fuck around and hit the block or whatever the case is. You feel me? If whatever. If I wanted to get fly, definitely I would bring my change of clothes in my book bag or have it in the locker. And then when the school bell rang or whatever, or even if I was a couple before, yeah, I'll change it, whatever the case is. And that will lead to another subject, which I will touch on this vlog. The thing is, it's like, it's seriously not what y'all do, it's how y'all do it. And people that was in special ed or my special ed peers or people that's in special ed right now, y'all be feeling so entitled to the point that y'all are brats. And let me tell you something. The minute you get to high school, the minute you leave high school, the whole world is gonna the streets gonna shut you down, college gonna shut you down, and the workforce gonna shut you down. They say, listen, we don't accept none of that here. Who the fuck is a Deborah Perry Adams? My name is Mr. Bilal type shit, you know? Exactly. So it's really different. It really hits different. Thank you, Jesus, that I was just doing what I had to do or whatever the case is, because I refuse to mingle with my special ed peers at the time who felt so entitled, who felt like they was King Kong or whatever the case says. I left them alone. On a low, they was a whole bunch of geeks that cursed themselves out, you know? And another thing, like I was done with high school. I was 6 credits shy, and I wound up getting my act together while I was in Dwayne Reed. Now you want to know so crazy? Everybody, all my coworkers, including my manager, including my manager, whose name was Mamadou at the time, who used to be the manager of Dwayne Reed. Everybody in my motherfucking space, very few support. Everybody in my motherfucking space, however, was seriously finding every way to prevent me to go into night school to recover those 6 credits. Nigga Mamadou, I don't care if he's from Nigeria or whatever the case is. Bitch, you're in my country that my brother fought for, that my brother wound up fighting for. Fuck you. So Mamadou was seriously being a crab in a barrel and seriously trying to get me to overstay or whatever the case is. And the words that came out of his mouth were so unbelievable. He literally said, "Why do you want to go to school? Why can't you just work at Dwayne Reed?" Like, this nigga was seriously a crab in a barrel. And God done spun the block on him. And you know what? I let it be known to the universe, and I yelled in silence to the point I was like, I let everybody know that I refuse to be 21 years old with no motherfucking diploma. I refuse to let anybody stop me from finishing my education or whatever the case is. Now, the other subject that I want to touch on is the uniform thing. Like, okay, fine. During my middle school, I wasn't wearing uniform. You know, um, during my high school, I was wearing uniform. My relatives was wearing uniform, and even my Generation Z relatives was wearing uniform. So it's like my mom started the uniform tradition for millennials to Generation Z, and I don't even know if my niece is gonna wind up wearing uniform. Should my sisters decide to put her in uniform high school or uniform middle school, because my niece is Generation Alpha that is still developing. Okay, I never saw nothing wrong with uniforms. In fact, uniforms the best thing. It was the best thing to come up that they came up with, because now nobody has the pressure to get fly or try to impress motherfuckers where they're supposed to get their education or whatever the case is. If you want to get fly, get fly on your block, get fly when you go to a party, get fly. You know, there's places to get fly and dress down and show off, but not in school. I was one of those people that was praising Jesus that I was in a uniform school, even though I was, you know, you already know my stories and outcasts. However, I was praising Jesus Christ that I was in a uniform school, so I don't have to feel so pressured. Like, you know my story. 6 times out of 10, I actually got fly. And the other four times, I was just regular, whatever the case is. And as much of a baddie as I came to be, and as I am right now, I'm still not the fly nigga. Okay, I'm still not the fly nigga. I can get fly, but I'm still chilling at the same time. I have no fashion sense, but whatever, that's another topic. Which is why I be dropping the Meg Griffin records. Fuck you me, nigga. So, you want it, it's just ways to do shit. Now, this teacher that I can't even repost her link on my YouTube because they want me to verify that I'm a real deal or whatever. But let's talk about it. She basically said that there was people, like men and women, revealing more than what they should be. Niggas sagging to the point that they show their dirty drawers. Women, young women revealing what they revealing or whatever the case is. And you know what? This has been a problem since the universe came to be. And now in 2024, somebody's speaking on that shit. You know? Like, I don't know much about female fashion, but if you're a 17 with a cat suit, or you're 15 with a cat suit, I guess that's not right. In fact, it must not be right if she's commenting on a 15, 16, 17-year-old with a cat suit on. You know? The thing is, like, to you new wave of hoodboogers, y'all talk about how y'all get money, y'all talk about how y'all love money, this and this and that. I love money too, however, this is the thing. If you want money, you gotta dress like money. You gotta dress decent enough for people to put up on you and offer you a job, or dress decent enough so you can get into a job or a good position or whatever the case is. How can you say that you like money and you're about getting money, and you out in these schools and you out in these streets looking way worse than a crackhead, looking like a 70s film that nobody wants to watch, and y'all not even you're not even the boomers or Generation X, nigga, y'all Generation Alpha, which is baffling to me. Okay? This is the thing. You gotta dress what you attract. Okay? Y'all love money, y'all want money, you gotta dress like money. Okay? Now, there's an exception to the rule, because ain't no motherfucking way you're gonna get fly on a maintenance job where everything in your clothes is gonna get motherfucking dirty for sweeping and mopping and then buffering the motherfucking floor. I actually worked with my stepdad for 3 summers when I was a teenager. Ain't no motherfucking way I was gonna get fly until after the fact, after I left the job. That's the only exception to the rule. Just be ready to work. Just be ready to work the muscles. Just be ready to sweep, mop, or whatever the case is. Now, if you want to put yourself in a position like, because I bet you everybody gonna fuck around and bring up that they don't like to work at McDonald's or whatever the case is. But we're gonna leave that for another day because I said that so many times. But if you want to get a good position, you have to dress, you have to present yourself properly. Like the clothes gotta be on point, this and that, you know. And since you want to be CEO or Mr. Corporate at 17, bitch, and you want so you can retire at 25, try wearing a suit and tie. In fact, learn how to fucking tie your tie, you know. But I was just being a dick with that. Since everybody want to retire at 25, or am I being a dick? You know? The thing is, you are what you attract. So since you like money, since you like all these nice things, I'm not telling you to get the YSL True jeans. I'm not telling you to ride on these niggas' dicks or ride on these bitches' pussies with the name brand. However, there's a way to dress what you want in your life. You gotta dress like money in order to get money. Do you understand me? Thank you.